week 12 of the fantasy basketball season. Here's a few centers I look to buy and trade for this week. And time of recording this video, none of these players have been placed on the safety or protocol list or popped up with any other injury. The first guy, Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers. So Anthony Davis, he's missed tons of time already this season with the knee injury, and probably another 3-4 weeks, I imagine, he's going to be out. And also there's rumors swirling that the Lakers might trade him by the NBA trade deadline. But I don't know all about that, because Anthony Davis a few seasons ago, if it wasn't for him being clutch and making big plays and putting up big stat lines, I don't think the Lakers win that championship in 2020. So on the season for Davis, just another great year it was for him before he went down. 23.3 points a game, 9.9 rebounds, 2.9 assists, 1.2 steals, 2 blocks a game, and 52% from the field. So right here, great numbers with this Laker team this season. But unfortunately, Davis went down and he's injured. And right now, with no new news on him over the last few weeks here, he's definitely a player I would try to buy low and trade for. And if he does get traded from the Lakers, forget about it. His stat line is going to blow up even more, where he don't have to defer to a LeBron James once in a while or Russell Westbrook. So right here, in terms of fantasy basketball, if he does get traded, even though I highly doubt it at the NBA trade deadline, this guy's going to be a fantasy stud and a top 5 player most likely stats-wise for the rest of the season. But right now, with him injured, no news on him, and if you could afford to stash him on your roster on your injured spot, I definitely would go out there and try to make a deal for Anthony Davis. And I'm sure you don't got to give up top price to get him on your roster. And I would look to buy and trade for this week's Mo Bamba of the Orlando Magic. So Mo Bamba over the last few seasons, he's been making strides, and he's definitely adjusted pretty well to the NBA game, being a stretch 5 on the season. 9.9 points a game, 8.5 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 2.1 blocks a game, 1.3 threes a game, and 45% from the field. But the last couple weeks here, it's been dreadful numbers for Mo Bamba. 4.5 points a game, 7 rebounds, no blocks a game, 1.5 threes, and 27% from the field. So Bamba, I know he returned only a few games ago because he was on the protocol list for about 2 weeks here. So January 2nd in Boston, 6.7 rebounds, a steal, 2 threes, 33% from the field. And January 3rd versus the Chicago Bulls, 3.7 rebounds and a 3. So right now, he don't have his legs on the rim. His conditioning is definitely off from Bamba after coming off the protocol list here. And it does take a few weeks here to get back to 100% after dealing with the body aches and the fatigue, if you actually had the illness or whatever the case may be. But Mo Bamba, he's still going to play his 20-25 minutes a game. He was efficient early in the season, but the last few games here coming back and the missed time, owners are definitely frustrated with him. So right now, if I could swing a deal for Mo Bamba, even on a normal time, I don't think you got to give up much for him. But now, with him not really producing at all, you could definitely buy him low this week. And the third and final center I look to trade for and buy low this week is Rashad Holmes of the Sacramento Kings. So Holmes had a monster season last year, a breakout year for the Kings. And right now, he's on the protocol list, and he got placed on it January 1st. So he's probably going to be out a few more games here, even though the days have been cut from 10 to 5 that a player could sit out if they got no problem. So right here on the season for Holmes, 12.6 points a game, 8.7 rebounds, 1.3 assists, a block a game, and an awesome 69% from the field here. So Rashad Holmes, we know he's a good player. We know they don't have many options over there in Sacramento, but his numbers did take a hit a little bit as well before he went out with the protocol list here. So the last few games here for Holmes, December 28th versus the Thunder, 9.6 boards, an assist, a steal, a block, 66% from the field. December 29th versus Dallas, 8.6 boards, 3 assists, a steal, a block, 60% from the field. And then December 31st versus Dallas, 11 points, 7 boards, 2 blocks, 83% from the field. So right here, he's going to give you 10, 11 points a game. He's going to be a good rebounder. He'll block shots on most nights, and he's going to give you a very efficient field goal percentage. But right now, with him out of the lineup and the last few games not being all that great before he went down, I think you could pull a trade off where you could buy him low right now this week here as Holmes. And this is the time to do it while he's out. So that's a few centers I'd look to buy low or just buy in general and trade for week 12 of the fantasy basketball season.